Hi, this is Susan. I have created this how-to video for a slide that I'm calling Wheel of Names. That is actually the website that I used to create it, and there's really no better name than this. So as you can see, I have a wheel, kind of like the Wheel of Fortune kind of a thing. I have my students' Bitmoji and their names on it, and this is in presentation mode. And when I click here, it takes me to the website automatically, and then you see the wheel that I created there, and you can click anywhere on it. It spins, and then you can see where it lands. And I anticipate my kids really liking that little celebration thing happening too. So I teach 4-year-old kindergarten, and I'm having a hard time thinking of ways to keep them engaged with our Zoom calls. So I came up with this as a way to hopefully get them a little bit more involved. It'll be a little bit more interactive, a little sense of fun with whatever games we're playing, who gets to go first when we're sharing, all of those things. So let me show you how I made it. I'm going to get out of presentation mode here. And then I'm going to go to the wheelofnames.com website. And I created an account so I could save the one that I created. Super easy to do, just sign in with your Google account. And then when you click on new, you come up to one that is already created. And when I delete all of those, you can see that it goes down to 2 names. However many names you have in there is what it will be. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of those, and I'm starting fresh. And I'm going to start with add image because I'm going to add my students' Bitmojis. And I'm just going to go with this first one that I have saved on my computer. And I'm going to get down here to where she is, if I can. There we go. Then I'm going to type in her name. And I'm going to make sure that I am on the right side of her, and then I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to insert another one. And it's just going to make these little portions of that. See, now we just added another one. And I'm going to get where he is, if I can. Come on, little guy. There we go. Type in Baron's name. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to resize these in terms of like spacing and those things after I get a couple more in. Add another image. Let's add Emma this time. I'm just kind of going down my list. So Emma's there. There we go. Get on that side. And you kind of have to play with it a little bit to get it to get the cursor where you want it to be. Sometimes it's a little finicky. Genexy. Oops, if I can spell it. There we go. Click another one. I'm just going to do a couple more. So I'm just literally going through my class list right now, and I'm adding in the Bitmojis that I have saved for them. And I'm typing their names. Super easy to do. Okay. And I think I'm going to do one more. Let's do Grayson. Now, obviously, when I did this before, I did the entire class list. Okay, so you see I have this empty one right here. That's because I have this up here. We'll just want to get rid of that. And now I have just 6 kiddos on my list here. Okay, so you see that their names are all on top of their Bitmojis. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to go in. I'm going to go back by their names. However you get it to work for you. And then I'm just going to hit the space bar. Now, one thing that I noticed is sometimes it will add a period after that. So you just have to go back and delete that. And there's Baron. Okay. And see, when I typed Baron's name, these little dots came up. That just, I don't like those there, so I just kind of have those go away. And I'm just going to space Emma's name. See, that period came up. Okay, get those dots away. Almost done. Nexie, those dots away. So what is happening this time, this didn't happen to me last time. I'm going to have to maybe do a little bit more explanation as to why, but what's happening now is my words are coming up kind of on top of the Bitmojis, and that didn't happen the last time I did it. So I'm not quite sure what I did differently with that. You can play around as you're doing it and figure that out. There's that period again. And I just go until I see those dots, and then I make those dots go away. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't, I mean, it's not terrible that those are there. That's fine. And then we can kind of try it out. And let's see who that is. Okay, comes up with Giselle. Okay, so from that point, what I did is I did a screenshot of this image so I would have something to put on my slide. And I went into my slides. I'm going to make a new slide. If I can get that to come up. There we go. Get rid of those. I'm just going to add a background. I liked purple. You can do whatever color you want, but I liked the purple. I thought it looked kind of cool. And then I am going to, first of all, do remove.bg. And I'm going to upload my image. I'm going to find my screenshot that I just did. I'm going to go to recents. Screenshot there. There we go. And I'm going to get rid of that white box around it. Okay. Download. Shows up over there. I'm going to go back to my slide, pop that in there. I am going to center on page horizontally, and I'm going to center, oops, and I'm going to center it on page vertically. Okay. Then, okay, so I just noticed if I wanted to go back and restore that, that area right there, I probably could within remove.bg. I'm not going to do that right now, but if you want that little area to be gray, I just noticed that. I think I'm going to have to go back to my original slide and do that as well. No big deal. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a shape, insert shape, and I'm going to do a circle. And I'm going to put it right there. Okay, and I'm just going to stretch it out. Just kind of play around with it to make it work for you. Whoopsie doodles. You can tell I'm a 4K teacher. I say things like oopsie doodles all the time. Make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. I'm not going to take time to make it perfect right now. Okay, you get the idea. So then I'm going to add a border. I'm just going to have a black border, and I am going to make it pretty thick just because I want it to stand out. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to go back to where I have that, and I'm going to go to share, and I'm going to get the link. And I don't want my kids to be able to change the wheel. So I just have this clicked so they can spin the wheel if I give them access to it. And then I'm going to copy that link. close that. And then I'm going to go into my slide. Make sure this is still selected. That area is still selected. And I'm going to link it right there. Okay, so that's linked. And now I'm going to add a text box right there. Make that go down. However you want to do it. Okay, I'm going to center. I'm going to go up to about 18. Change my font. And let's go bold with that. Okay, let's make sure that's centered. Okay, and I'm going to type, click here. And let's move that so it is lined up. There we go. And that is pretty much it. I can add some text over here. I just added Wheel of Names on mine. Go into presentation mode and check it out and make sure it works. Click here. It goes right to the one that I just made. Click to spin. And that is it. All done.